Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree with my girl Cami and my girl Hannah. Hey, ladies, how are you today?
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I got ready today.
I was gonna say you
I
look
put on
good.
some makeup. Yes. I got some, I was just telling Kemi not too long ago that I bought this up, not bought, I was gifted this NYX lip gloss, and it's transfer proof for 16 hours. And it's like, it's already been for absolutely nothing. And I don't know how I'm going to take it off, but I mean, I'm probably going to have to scrub it down.
Ooh.
But
They have their liquid suede like creams. I really like those.
I love the brand in general. I love the brand. But just want to thank absolutely everybody who's on right now, who's jumping on. Thank you so much for your love and your support. We're going to do a couple of quick things before we introduce our guest. If you don't already, click like and subscribe. Click to receive our notifications. We do The Bachelor every Tuesday at 7, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. I always do that. I don't know why.
Yes, okay, you guys. Just for everyone who was born before the year 2021, the world runs on East Coast time. So it's whatever East Coast is, and then everything else.
It's Midwest for me, but that's why we're central, like kind of central of the universe. That's kind of how I see it.
No.
But I want to know, the people who are in the chat, where are you coming from? Let me know, because then I will adjust. If most of them are Eastern, I'll say 8 Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And we do the challenge recaps every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So make sure you click like, subscribe, share this with your friends. But today we are talking The Bachelor. Also follow us on all of our social media handles. Today, it's a special day, mainly because we have a guest, a very special guest, and I think it's going to be a really great addition to today's recap, because he is, because he's a he. And he's going to give us some great perspective. He's a great friend of ours, a BB, what we say, a BB Can legend, and I'm really happy that he's on. I consider him a friend. We all consider him a friend. And welcome to the stage, HAMZA.
Hey, what's up? Thank you, guys.
Hello.
Thank you guys for having me on your show. You guys are killing it every week. I'm tuning in. You guys are doing such a good job, and I'm happy that you guys are keeping it going every week, and it's special. I'm happy to be with all three of you, and you guys are all amazing human beings. But yeah, The Bachelor. That's what we're here to talk about.
Let's get it.
I mean,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
This is something that I never thought was going to happen. Like, BB Can Bachelor, like, kind of crossover. Like, I never expected, like, this to be going on. So
I agree. And I think everybody, all of us ladies want to know, and I'm pretty sure people in the chat want to know, people watching this. HAMZA, you say that The Bachelor is like your favorite TV show. Please enlighten us. Tell us why.
It's just an exciting show. Whether it's The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, it's just a show. It's about finding love, and there's just something to it that's just very entertaining to me, because you get all these different kinds of characters on the show. Some people are always fighting, and it's fun. It's fun to watch it. It's the concept of the show is kind of, sometimes I think it's a little silly, to be honest, but I mean, I don't know how people could manage to be inside a house where, like, trying to love somebody, like, and this person is like dating 30 other people. Like, kudos to you when you're on the show for staying sane, but it's just a fun show to watch. I like drama, I like entertainment, so I think that's why.
You like every kind of drama. That's so insane to me, because I literally try to avoid drama. Like, I see drama and I like try going the other way. Yes, I do, Kemi. What is that look?
I don't
Listen,
know. I don't know. You've had some dramatic moments.
I was
It's
gonna
like,
say,
come on, come on.
Jessica was definitely tweeting earlier this
Yeah.
week, and
But that's not for drama. That's just to clear air. That's just to say, I don't like drama, but if you're gonna come for me, you're gonna catch it. That's a different. That's a little different, I think.
okay, Jess.
Anyways. So we had our episode with our man Matt last night.
How do you feel about Matt, HAMZA?
He's doing a great job for a person that has never experienced it before, because usually, like, the Bachelor is usually somebody that's been on the Bachelorette before, so they kind of get a gasp of how to do it. And to be also like the first African-American Bachelor in the history, which also adds weight on his shoulders. Like, you could tell the first episode, the guy was kind of anxious. And to be honest, I was anxious watching the show with him. I was like, my heart was kind of racing a little bit for the guy, because he seems like so genuine and everything. But he's doing a good job so far. My man loves making out. It seems like he just gets on, he kisses every girl every 2 seconds, which good for him. But yeah, no, he's doing a good job. I'm very entertained so far. It's been 2 episodes. They gave him a pretty good cast too, but he just seems like a genuine guy. And I hope he ends up getting married at the end of this, to be honest. But we'll see. The more drama, the better. Keep her on every single dramatic person. I don't care if I like them or not,
Really?
but yeah, come
No.
on.
Okay,
You know what?
We're gonna have to
disagree.
We're gonna have to disagree on that.
Okay.
No,
Did you say Queen Victoria?
I love Queen Victoria, man. Like, no, I don't like her as a person. Listen, I don't like her as a person, but on the show, we need her. Guys, we need her on the show. Come on.
Because without her, it is a little, it's a little soap opera.
Exactly.
No, because we've had fun villains before on this show. Like, she sucks. Like, she's just not she's not a fun personality. I feel like she's like, honestly, like a paid actress. Like, I feel like there's been like villains before where it's like, it's their personality, and like, and they just own it. Like, they're just a bitch and it is what it is. But I feel like she's like acting. Like, she's like playing up like what she thinks the villain would be. I don't know. It just feels off to me.
I also think that, like, like you said, like, this is such a gorgeous cast. And then when you have the villain who isn't like, she's
not as cute as the other girls.
Yeah, like,
you're right about that. Yeah.
It's easy to like kind of it's easy to kind of come at her when she's coming at other people. It's like her appearance is something, like her bra was showing the entire episode. And I was just like,
that black bra, those black bra straps with the wedding dress and then with the cocktail dress, I was like, oh my God, girl.
This is how petty we get at HAMZA. We're just,
I'm telling you, I don't know much about fashion and everything, but like, yeah, I saw that and I spotted that. I'm like, those two just don't go together. You should be wearing that. But I agree with the comment of Hannah that you made, that she's definitely not as good looking as the other girls. So I don't know where.
No.
She's a little delusional. But her delusion creates like this dramatic, entertaining thing that you just want to like, just please keep this going so I could, just feed into her ego even more. Like,
yeah. So interesting to know is that I was actually reading up on, I think it was either E or People or Us Weekly, one of those three. They were talking to like the CEO of the show, or like some of the company, and they were like, that is 100% her. She is not playing a character, that she is not over. Well, true. But they also kind of showed certain things about her to kind of maybe humanize her, and saying that she does have a job aside from being the queen. Like, she was a stewardess, which I honestly don't know how, because people skills does not scream out to me when I see this girl, you know, and she has like a beauty brand. Apparently she has some type of like beauty and skin and health brand. And I was just
she probably has
them.
some kind of AliExpress brand. I don't, I don't believe that.
It was very surprising because every time I look, and this is, it's weird because I wouldn't really necessarily be talking about this if she wasn't displaying to be such an ugly person on the inside. But like, I don't know if the ugliness on the inside is like seeping through her pores because she's mad sweaty, and it's just like I need to give her a blotting towel. I feel like I have to give her a blotting towel. It's like, yo, chick, come on, right here. Just do this.
I don't understand how The Bachelor started off as like purely a love story. Like clearly she is like the producer's like plan. Like like Matt doesn't. There's no chance of Matt ending up with this woman. So it's like, even when they had like one-on-one time at the cocktail dinner or party or whatever they call it, and she was like, "Oh, can I have a kiss?" He said, "Sure." And I'm like,
know.
That is so cringe. So
that kiss was so sloppy. That kiss was sloppy as hell too. Like she was like trying to like eating it. It was bad. It was bad.
I feel like
so nice too. Like he's so sweet, and it's so frustrating because we're all so annoyed with her, and he's just like, well, if someone's hurting your feelings, like I want to help you, like I want to take care of you. And I'm just like, oh, you sweet man. God, you don't deserve it, Victoria, but he's so nice.
No, absolutely not. Like, it just I don't understand anything about her. But let's just start from the very beginning. We go in with Bree getting the first date. We love Bree. She's absolutely beautiful. In my eyes, I think she's gorgeous to look at. She kind of even reminds me a little bit of just like a real life Pocahontas princess. Like, it's just really weird, not to like compare her to that, but that she just like is mesmerizing to me.
She's very pretty. She's very small next to him as well. Like she's very tiny. Like I don't know if she's really short or if he's just really tall.
He's super tall.
He's tall.
Really tall. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was like 6'1" and she was like 5'3" or something, but maybe he's taller than that. But yeah. They were so cute. Their first date was just like it was just so cute. Now, the producers need to relax, okay? Because that scene with the axe and chopping the wood, it's like they really need to relax just a little bit. Like, it's not necessary.
What do you feel about that, Hamza? Were you like looking at it like, okay, guys?
They always add these little antics that you just like kind of like, they're kind of head scratchers, you know. And then what bothers me the most, they put that food on the table and they're not even allowed to eat it, you know. Like they're going for dinner and they put that food just for show, and I don't like that, you know. You know, but there is one thing I hate is when they make them dance or when they do the fireworks and stuff. I just feel like that's so cringe. Or like don't you think that would make people feel a little uncomfortable? Like when you have that little dance or
Someone said Matt is 6'5" for those.
Yes. Did you guys see the picture of him like standing next to Chris Harrison? Like, this is Chris Harrison and this is Matt. Like, he's all the way up here. He's so tall.
Wait, Matt is 6'5"?
Yeah, he's
and I wasn't on this season?
You should have went. You should have went. Okay, now that I know you're interested, Kemi, because you know how they do that commercial. If you know anybody that's interested, apply for them. I'm going to send in your name. I got you.
Listen, I'll let you know when Big Brother finally takes the shackles off of me. That way, you know, you can send my name in and call it a day.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. On to bigger, better things. Don't worry about that.
You know, this whole, first of all, the fact that Bree and Matt fell off of this ATV and like,
oh my God.
I was like, oh, this is why I don't do that. This is why I don't do that. I've never been on an ATV, but I have been on a jet ski with somebody in the middle of the ocean in Mexico. And that's exactly what happened to our jet ski. And ever since then, and I've also fallen off of a motorcycle. But I know,
You're a
know
daredevil. You're a
random
daredevil. Look
thing.
at you.
Not anymore. And I also fell off of a wall. A lot of people saw that one. But
Can you do the yell? Can you do the yell for us?
nah, I'm that one's retired already. That sound has been retired
You
since.
you did a good job.
So I no longer do any daredevil stunts anymore. So for those who are asking if I'm going to be on the challenge ever, I would never say never, but in this regard, I would probably say never. Yeah, but
okay, well, I live in the South. I've been on four-wheelers and stuff like that, and like that shit had to hurt. Like, I don't know how she was just being so calm about it, unless it was like staged and they just kind of like just barely like tipped over or whatever. But
stage that though.
I don't know.
No.
I'm just saying, like, there's no way that didn't hurt, and she is so cool for just like laughing it off, because I would have milked that shit and cried.
You'd think it's like a controlled environment, because that could be dangerous, falling off the ATV. If that thing tips on you, like, you could die, And when I saw him first driving, I was like, I looked at the TV, I was like, that has to be a stunt double. That can't be him driving like that. Like, he's like, right,
Bachelors have stunt doubles now.
That's what I thought. I swear to God, I was like, this guy's you never know. You never know.
That's insane. Yeah. Well, I mean, the good thing is that she survived. She got to see his shirt off and cut a piece of firewood. I don't know if he cut many, but he cut at least one to warm up that hot tub.
You know what, though? I will take a shirtless axe like log chop over the many, 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 many shower like scenes that we got from Colton, because like every episode there were like 2 shower scenes from Colton. And you know what? We actually want Matt as the Bachelor, whereas we didn't want, I believe we all wanted Jason that season, so it was a little harder to stomach, but I'll take it.
Yeah, we waited the whole season for him to jump the fence for no reason, but
I mean, coming from Colton and then Peter, like Colton and Peter, it's definitely a step up. Like we deserve something good to look at, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
he's pretty ripped. The dude is ripped from top to bottom. It's actually crazy. Like I always think to myself, like, is it just like TV that the guy looks so chiseled or whatever? But we're gonna have to ask one of the ladies that saw him in real life, because he looks like he's drawn on.
No, like literally at the beginning of quarantine, I used to watch all of their like quarantine live fitness things. At first I was trying to do it with them, and I was like, "Ooh, thank God it was me." But like they're all like him and like all his little friends are very in shape. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think Bree said it. He had like 16. I think Bree said it. She was like, he has like 16 abs. She's like, I think I counted somewhere between 8 and 16 abs. So I mean, it's nice.
So she gets the rose.
She gets the rose. They make out in the hot tub, right? Nice. She gets the rose. And then we go on to the group date, which was.
Wait, I think they had a really nice conversation about like her upbringing and how it related to like his upbringing, and how I think that's what really made me like Brie in the first episode. Like the way that she was raised, she was very open about her upbringing without it being too much and like out of nowhere. Like, so yeah, just wanted to say that.
Yeah, and she said her mom had her when she was 13. When I was
Oh yeah, I remember that. The thing is, though, I've noticed that a lot of these girls have a lot in common with him. Like it seems like every conversation, a lot of the conversations, the one-on-one conversations he's had with these girls, he's connected with them on a lot of different things,
Maybe that's a kudos to like the producers. Like maybe he said that he wants someone that like he has like a shared background with, or that he has like something that he can connect with. Like he doesn't just want like someone who's pretty and nice. Like he wants someone who he can like go deep with, and they listened. So
Yeah.
and
then you have them having that conversation, and then HAMZA, as you said, the fireworks that you don't like, and all the girls coming out looking like, ah, damn, they're making out, because that is like the typical, right? You're like, oh, we see fireworks, she got the rose, and she's probably making out with him right now. That really sucks. I'm surprised you don't like that though, because I like it.
It's there's just some aspects, like I said, there's some aspects that I feel like it's just added, because like to be like raw and real and stuff like that. And I understand they're trying to make a show, but like, how many times are you gonna take a girl out on a first date and then you guys are gonna be staring at fireworks, or you're gonna hold her hand in the park and there's gonna be this one guy playing this little violin and you're just dancing? Like, I mean, if you're comfortable enough to do that, but I mean, I don't know. Don't get me wrong.
Soak it in all its glory, and you know, like they're trying to get those stills for the Instagram. Like they're really they're trying to get those shots for the promo.
Well, talking about shots and stills, we go into 18 girl date with 18 different wedding dresses and a photographer that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right? That's what I thought of when I saw him. I was like, he looks like a skinny Arnold.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't think about
that. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Like, Steve, my husband even looked at it. He's like, is that Arnold Schwarzenegger? And I was like, because he also has an accent, except it's obviously a very different accent. It sounds like more of a Spanish accent, but I was like, oh gosh, that guy looks weird, like him. But 18 wedding dresses.
What a nightmare. What a nightmare of a date. Can you imagine going on a date with 18 girls?
Yeah,
like, normally a group date is bad. Like a group date sucks in general, but this is like double the girls. Like, oh my God, that sucks. I can't imagine.
Not only double the girls, but they're on a group date with Victoria. So like, I feel like if I would already have been in there, I would have been like, fuck, I don't want to be.
But you see, she got her way. She got her way. Our girl got her way, Victoria. You know, she got her way. Our girl. We all like her.
Girl, let's agree to disagree. So I'm gonna change. We're gonna change it to boy. Let's agree to disagree on that.
But okay, we don't like her as a person, you know, as a human, whatever. We don't like her like that, but we like her for the show. That's why I said our girl. But you know, she got her. You know what I like about her though, because she did said she said to everybody. I don't know if that was yesterday. She said to everybody, she's like, "You guys are all fake. Like, you know, you're happy for this one person to go on this date, and you're happy for this, but deep down inside, you're actually not happy because they're kind of dating the guy that you're trying to fall in love with, right?" But she said that she owned up to it.
You know what? Actually, that really screams HAMZA to me, though. Like, I know I could see why you like that. You like the authenticity of it, and I can see where you're coming from with that. But I honestly feel that you can be genuinely a nice person and be happy for someone, even though you want that too.
Depends on what we're talking about. Depends on what we're talking about, though. Come on, like imagine.
I don't know about being happy to go on a date, but I can like be an adult and not be a Tuesday about it.
Yeah.
But
well, my thing is with her, it's like she's just so unnecessarily aggressive in a sense where it's like, I hate all of this woman power bullshit. Excuse me? Like, what?
Jessica's triggered.
You know, I was triggered. I was like, oh, bitch, okay, so she's not about the females. Jot that down, because I don't fuck with girls who don't fuck with other females. But either way.
Do we think that there's any chance of Victoria getting a one-on-one?
No.
Oh, what a train wreck that would be. Oh my God. I would hate it for Matt. Like, for Matt, I would feel sorry for him. He had to endure like hours of that. But for us, I would love to see it.
I think it would be the day that she leaves. I don't like, even though we didn't see the final, you know, the final rose, I think that it would be something.
She'd probably get the 2-on-1.
Oh yeah.
You know, guys, there's always, I feel like every season, whether it's The Bachelor or Bachelorette, there's always that one person that's problematic, that does the same thing that Victoria does, and they always kind of seem to make it far. because for some reason, person or the Bachelor or whatever likes them, or they see something in them that we're not seeing, because I guess we're not seeing everything that's happening there, right? But that's when I think like producers have something to do with this. I feel like they kind of like force them. They're like, okay, Victoria, they write that on the rose, and we're like, okay, you have to pick Victoria or something, because it makes no sense. And we've seen it in the past, like what's his name, Luke P. We've seen it with that. We've seen it with
Well, no, Hannah Brown was really actually into Luke P, though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Absolutely.
And there's been villains in the past, like Corinne. I don't know if you remember her or not, but like they were actually like at least sexually into her. And like I just don't think that there's even that chemistry at all with Matt and Victoria. So like I don't even like physically, I don't think that that's there. So that's why for me it has to like 1,000% be a producer pick, because I don't even think I don't even think that there's like chemistry physically there either. Just from what you
the way that she, like her limo entrance, like I'm Queen Victoria, and like didn't she have a crown? Like
she was carried in like she was Cleopatra.
I just feel like that's just not his personality, like
no,
at all. So
yeah, no, they don't seem to vibe.
What was interesting though was that game that they played, which was like Capture the Heart, and I didn't really understand. I know there were no rules, but I didn't understand where the cake and the paint came in, because literally, like, did you have to throw it at them? I mean, literally, I wouldn't even pay attention to the cake and the paint. I would just go straight for the heart and just keep it, and then just keep it moving. I don't know why people were just like throwing paint at each other.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I kind of zoned out during that game. I thought it was weird. I didn't get it.
It didn't look as aggressive as I thought it would. Like I thought, they were gonna go in and kind of play football against each other. But my girl MJ came out swinging. She won that.
Oh,
phenomenal hair. She got phenomenal hair, by the way. She's a hairstylist, but her hair is really nice.
Yeah, I would hope that anybody who's a hairstylist would have phenomenal hair. Yeah. I don't think I would ever mess with a hairstylist who doesn't have phenomenal hair, but she does. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's by the way.
She'd be my top 4 pick for sure.
Ooh, we gotta get the rest of your.
We
top
do.
4
We'll
go through.
Absolutely. Let's.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. So we find out that half of the girls didn't get to shoot with. I would be upset. I would be really upset. But half of the girls didn't get to shoot in their wedding dresses. There were 5 girls at the end of it all who didn't even get to date him. Like they didn't even get a date. They didn't get a group date and they didn't get a single date. So then after this one, who ended up getting the rose for this one was...
I forgot her name. She's the attorney. She's like an attorney or something like that. I forgot her name. I'm so bad with names, especially in the beginning.
No, Kayla? No.
She
Gosh, guys, if anybody
I know what she looks like. I know exactly what she looks like right now.
There's 2 girls that look like each other, but it's the girl that looks like Maggie, right?
Lauren? Oh wait, no. Lauren got the rose at
I'll
night.
find her name right now.
Yeah.
She seemed like a really nice person too.
Yeah. So after that, then we go into the Sarah. And Sarah gets the rose. Not the rose. Well, she does get the rose. But
Sarah's another person that I need to go home.
What?
She's another one that I would love to see go home.
Ooh.
Why? I need you to explain. I feel like this is an unpopular opinion.
Sarah?
Yeah. We talked about this last week though. Like her, just for me personally, like she's a bit abrasive from like her personality, and I just don't see that happening. So it's like the people who
Sarah, is she the girl that went on the one-on-one, the second one-on-one?
Yeah, whose father has.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about the wrong person. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking about the wrong person. I'm thinking about the TikTok girl. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, that's Katie. That's the girl with the dildo girl.
I take it back. I like Sarah.
Oh, I like Katie. Come on, Katie's funny.
Of course you do.
I like Katie too. I was so confused because I was like, I didn't feel like she was aggressive in that date, like at all.
Oh no. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm completely thinking about Katie. Like her face is just like sticking in my head. I'm like, why is she still there? But I do like Sarah.
Ooh.
I do like
Okay, so let's go into Sarah's date. So Sarah gets the one-on-one. She was a news anchor, and then she went home to take care of her dad. And we find out it's because he got diagnosed with ALS. So she seems very caring and like a sweet, like genuine person. And you can tell that Matt really likes that about her. Like, I think you can tell that like learning that about her was like important to him.
Absolutely. And I think that this was a good way. Like it kind of even shows, I don't know, it keeps on showing more of Matt and like how caring he really is. And you said before, HAMZA, that he that he's kissing girls left and right, but actually he's not as much of a kissing bandit as half of these other dudes, half of these other bachelors. Like I think I read somewhere that he has kissed the least women out of like the last 4 or 5 bachelors.
Interesting. I just go with what I see on TV, to be honest. I don't really
he's been hot his entire life.
Yeah.
And he's had many kisses. Whereas someone like Peter, this was his time to shine. So
yeah. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him, to be honest. Kiss all you want. That's why you're on the show. And plus you gotta see if she's not a good kisser, or if she's using too much tongue or some teeth or something, then she gotta go.
Eyes are open.
Exactly. She's gotta go. Like if anybody kisses like Victoria, they gotta go.
God.
We honestly don't know. I mean, we'll go into the cocktail hour, but obviously Sarah gets the rose. And then we go into the cocktail hour, and I feel like he makes a lot of different connections with some of the girls, and a lot of it happens to be like very faith-based, and like some of these girls are like, they tend to come off as like really genuinely like good girls. Is it just me, or like he has some really like family oriented, very, I want to have babies and be a mama, and I want to put God first. I don't know if that's just the way they're editing it. Anybody?
I mean they probably during casting, I would hope that like they emphasize that, this is who your bachelor is. This is what's important to him. And hopefully they picked people that like, at least somewhat align with that. And so I think it's good that he's got girls that are, that are connecting with him on something like that, like faith and everything. And I feel like normally it's not talked about as much, but I mean, if that's something that you have and you like hold dear to you, I think it's good that you are open about it. And he definitely is. So.
See, I think there's now it's my turn to say, girl, let's agree to disagree. But I think there's a little bit of genuinity to it, if that makes sense. Sorry if that's not an English word, or maybe I made it up. But anyways,
it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
You gotta be nice, right? But I just feel like they will tell him exactly what he wants to hear, because I always think that not everybody that goes on the show is actually looking for love. A lot of people are just on the show to get that publicity, whatever. So they're just going to say, I'm a nice girl, family first, God first, all this and that. And then until they lock him down, and then their true colors are going to show. Or maybe when they make it like, to episode 7, 8, they're like, okay, I've had enough. Now it's time for me to show my true colors and time to dip. But that's just how I feel. They can't be, you got 30 girls or maybe more this year. Because wasn't it like a record number this year?
32. There was 32 of them.
They can't all be nice and family first and family oriented. I mean, that's just, come on. That's terrible casting.
You have Victoria. You do have Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria. That's what I'm saying. I hope she makes it to episode 7, 8. Come on.
No! Oh
Please.
my God.
Give me 6 more episodes.
That is so cringe. I'm already tired of seeing her. I mean, I think that once Victoria leaves, it will open the doors for Kit to be the new like villainess or whatever.
Jess, I didn't think that that's what you were going to say. I thought you were going to say once Victoria leaves, it's going to open the door for beauty brands to give her like under eye patches or something.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that too. She's gonna.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice, but if you guys are okay with me saying stuff like that, that's the first thing you notice. You cannot miss those. You cannot miss those. You know.
I mean, she was giving. What was the girl that she was arguing with? At the end,
Marilyn.
Marilyn. She was giving Marilyn a really hard time, and Marilyn. You know, Marilyn's either an amazing actress or she was like, I'll tell you, when I see things like that, it makes me like people like Marilyn even more. Even though I didn't know who she was, seeing something like that makes me instantly like her. Like, how dare you?
She was so gaslighty to Marilyn, and like Marilyn was so calm, and I definitely think that Miss Marilyn had, you know, the sense to know that like this is definitely going to be recorded, and like knew that she was going to look like the bigger person regardless in this situation. But like Victoria had no intention of having a decent conversation with her at all, but she looked like she just looked like she had been up for like at least a week straight. God,
HAMZA likes her because she's the queen to his king of chaos.
No, come on. Come on now. Not even close. She'll never be. No way. That's a diss. I you know what? I will I'll strip my name from that title. She could have it herself if that's the case. Come on. But you know what? But when you see that, when you get that scene between them fighting and like she said kind of thing, and she goes to Matt and tells him, oh, she's bullying me, blah blah blah. I never get those scenes. You know why? Because like though he goes and then he talks to the other person, but like it's like, why don't you ask the other people that are there and they'll tell you exactly what happened? Because I can't see that girl bullying anybody. Marilyn, or is that her name? Marilyn? Was it Marilyn? Yeah. I can't see her bullying anybody. And if you get somebody like Victoria, if Matt really can't see through her fakeness, then God be with him. He's doing a bad job. I don't think
he can, because the way his face, he looked like he was genuinely concerned. Yeah. He was like, someone was being mean on my season this early? I have to get to the bottom of this. Yeah. I got to grab my Scooby snack and figure it out. Like, he was like genuinely concerned, and I was just shaking my head at the TV like, oh my goodness.
She got issues. She definitely has issues.
Yeah, people feeding
to end up with a nice girl, because like he is just too easily manipulated. Like,
I think he's naive to think that these women are all there for good reason. He's not, he's new to this Bachelor world. Like, he's only seen it from like Tyler, like his friends, and like, good people from like the show. And now he's around these people, these new girls, and some of them definitely are not there for the right reasons. And I think
an important thing
too much of doubt.
And that's an important thing to note, Hannah. Like, Tyler, it's hard to like get a sense of it with Tyler, because no one's going to be disingenuous to Tyler, because Tyler's very attractive. He's very charismatic. He's very nice. So I can't see someone like acting like they like Tyler just for attention. Like, I'm sure anyone who acts like they like Tyler genuinely does. So here's Matt thinking like, these girls are all nice. Like, just like they were to Tyler, they're being the same way to me. Like, not to say that, there's any difference between him and Tyler, but like, Tyler wasn't the Bachelor. So, the women coming towards Tyler is probably because they genuinely like want him, and they're not on TV. So, yeah, my little spiel.
Yep, I think sweet little Matt is just the teeniest bit naive, maybe, but hopefully we move past that after we get past the first couple episodes.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, we all see that, you know, he's having these genuine conversations with people. Now we go into the rose ceremony, and we don't get to see it because Sarah ends up being like, I don't know, she ends up fainting at some point, and she somehow is chalking it up, or she's making it up to be that this is happening because of Victoria. This episode really confused me. It really did, because that fight or argument between Victoria and Marilyn came out of nowhere. Like it was just kind of like what blew up, you know, what happened, because we didn't see anything. It was just kind of like, now all of a sudden this is an issue. Oh, I slept on the couch because, okay, bitch, because you wanted to. Why? Like, you know, there was no reason. But yeah, Sarah did say, like, oh my God, if he gives it to Vic, that was it just me? She said that, didn't she? Like,
I don't remember her saying that.
I know that she was like super. I mean, she already had the rose.
That's what I mean. I don't know why. If you have the rose, I need to like just chill.
Yeah. What it did seem like, though, is that they, like, when they showed the preview for next week, is that they're gonna like make it out that her doing that, it seems like the other girls didn't like interpret that well. Like the other girls thought that was like a thing for attention or something like that. Like that's kind of how they made it seem. So I really hope that next week we don't like start to dislike Sarah for whatever reason, but they didn't look good in the edit. So I don't know.
No,
I absolutely will not be disliking Sarah, because here's the thing. I have low blood pressure and I have fainted like many times in my life. So that's what I thought that was. I'm like, look, if I was on this season, that would be me. Like, the lights are too bright. It's too hot. I haven't had salt in hours. And here, like, you know, she's passing out. So, like, I feel her.
Which is a thing, because it's been known that these rose ceremonies take hours and hours and hours and hours, and you're not eating, and you're not, you know, it's just horrible.
That's got to be stressful. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Well, they go into, like, the morning, HAMZA, like, it literally is, like, all night. And that's why I can't believe these girls look as good as they do by the end of the night, honestly. It's incredible.
Girls is a lot. Girls minus Victoria. Let's just put it out there. I mean, I give girls credit when credit is due, but the bitch needs to eat some makeup, because she ugly on the inside.
Eat some makeup.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do when you're ugly on the inside.
Maybe just go to therapy.
Yeah, I'll drink you. Yeah.
I was just like looking. I'm surprised that you're so surprised at the way I'm talking.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but
I was expecting you to say some stuff like this. I don't know.
I'm trying to hold back, because I don't want to be painted as this person, you know, talking about women in a negative way. You know, that's right.
No,
I can't. I gotta hold my tongue. We all, like I said. It's different. It's different.
I just want to acknowledge Joseph at the bottom, because he says it feels like if Matt wasn't friends with Tyler, he wouldn't be Bachelor. Absolutely not. He wouldn't be Bachelor.
Yeah.
He did a Good Morning America interview in his underwear in Tyler's apartment. Like,
I think he 1,000% would have been able to make it on The Bachelorette. Like he definitely could have made it as like a contestant on his own merit. Because I mean, he's super handsome and he's like
absolutely
really like great personality. Like there's no way he wouldn't be on the show. Yeah, but to be the lead and to have never been on the show, there's no way if he wasn't friends with Tyler, you know?
Absolutely. It had to have been connection wise. And then Mimi says Sarah was saying that in the prior to her falling about Victoria. Like I know she was talking and then she just like ended up fainting. Whatever.
She saw the stars.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
HAMZA, we got people saying, speak your mind, HAMZA. That's why they love you, HAMZA. That's why people love you.
I'm trying.
Sorry, that was me being very dramatic, but yeah, she still needs some makeup. We all agree she's definitely the least good-looking person out of the
bunch, but she's got that personality that shines, you know, whether we like it or not. Her personality shines. That's why she gets that airtime.
You know,
she's got to be delusional to think she's queen, though. Like, she's got to be delusional.
That's not what I asked. If you were single, you would like her personality would draw you in.
No, are you crazy? No, sorry. No, not even close. I wouldn't even look at her. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's the HAMZA speaking his mind. I would not even not even twice. Like if I saw her walking down the street, I wouldn't even be like, no, nothing.
No. The dress wasn't fly. I thought
that dress was hideous. Oh,
someone found it. It's from Shein, which there are several issues when it comes to Shein. But
we can't even cover that in this episode. Like, there's not enough time to go down that road. HAMZA, I want to know who your top 4 are. Like, who's your top girl?
In what way? Top 4 looks-wise?
Looks-wise? No, not looks-wise.
No, like your favorite contestant.
Oh, if I had to choose, if I was in this place, because right now I still don't know much about them, but I would, for my top 4, be MJ, Bree, Rachel, and that one girl. I don't know her name, but she was on the. Oh my God!
What does she look like?
She's from Toronto. She's the girl from Toronto. She just seems like a really nice girl. She's light skinned, from Toronto, kind of skinny.
What does her hair look like?
Let me find her name.
They said someone said in the comments, Serena.
I don't know, but I know she's from Toronto. So I mean, you gotta. She's representing.
Wait, so it was who? Bree, Rachel, the girl from Toronto, and who else?
MJ.
And MJ.
Yeah,
oh,
and
interesting.
Oh my God, what's her? Oh, sorry, no, I forgot one person. Piper.
I didn't even know what Piper was on.
Piper's really pretty.
There's a Piper.
There's
a
Piper
in the show.
She's very.
Yeah, Piper would be
Piper. She's very pretty.
She's the best looking one. I think she's the best looking one.
Okay, I need to like.
So there's 5 right there. That's 5.
That's 5. That's 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can agree with I agree with Bree. Bree is probably right now one of my front runners.
Yeah, she's really nice.
I'm sad because Maggie didn't.
This is Serena.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. The one from Toronto. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. She just seems like a really nice person. You know, she's got that glow and she smiles and everything. She's from Toronto. It's just perfect. But I don't know, between her and MJ would be number 1 still.
Wow. Okay. MJ, she seems like like a total package in a sense that she's beautiful, but like in a very natural way. But she also somehow looks very like down to earth and sporty and very
exactly like a little rugged. She's got that rugged edge to her. Like she'll watch the game with you. She'll play video games. Like she's chill. You know, you could have a drink. You know.
Yeah, she definitely.
And I feel like if I'm having a I don't know, like you could just be yourself around her.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Ladies, I mean, the only person that I was really sad about that never got there's 5 girls that didn't get any dates, and I don't remember absolutely any of them except for Maggie, which is the Ethiopian girl, and I was
she's very beautiful, by the way. She's
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's so beautiful, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know if this was a tactic, what would be someone's tactic or reasoning for not being on, in that big group date, like 5 girls that don't get dates. Is it because he already knows he's going to keep y'all? Or is it because he knows that he's not going to keep you all?
Well, didn't he say that to Maggie? Like, was it? No, he said that to Lauren. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. But like, I know he said to Lauren, like, you know, we didn't get any time on night one, but I know I needed you here.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the same thing for the other women who he didn't put on the group date.
Yeah.
Like trying to see who stands out, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
honestly
seems
feel
really
like,
attentive. Like he remembers things well about all of women. Like when he brought Marilyn that orchid that was like her favorite flower or whatever, even though he hadn't like seen her in like over a week. Like, I don't know. He seems very sweet and genuine. Like he remembers things well that they tell him.
Yeah, he seems like a good listener, especially for 32 people. But there's actually another girl that I thought was I forgot to mention, Abigail.
oh yes.
I really like her. She's really, really, really good looking as well. So there's a lot. Top 4 was, you know, there's like top 6, top 7 now, you know.
I agree. I like I at least am with you on Bree and Abigail. I don't know who Piper is. I'm Lady B right here.
You can't miss her.
Lady B saying Piper has had 0 airtime, so maybe it's like
she apparently left an impression. So
yeah, she definitely did.
Yeah, I mean,
on HAMZA.
Well, if they made impressions on HAMZA, I'm pretty sure that
this one
that's gonna keep them.
Come on.
She's really pretty.
She's great. I don't think I've ever seen her before.
Total package.
You could have told me that was Lauren from Survivor, and I would have believed you. Like, I have no idea.
So we used to keep her.
Oh, okay, got it. So Mimi says Piper's the one that has the same last name, Jane. Now I remember when she was like, my father told me to never change my name for a guy. That's why I like that we have the same name or whatever. Okay, now I remember her. See, it's those little things that you kind of have to remember. But there's a lot of people's tops.
So you guys really like Sarah, huh?
I
don't think she's that. Honest to God, I don't think she's that pretty.
Well, that's not what we're going based off of. But
well, it's also, is that where you're basing your stuff off of HAMZA?
No, because Serena P is not like gorgeous or anything. She's like a decent looking person, but she's a very nice person.
Yeah.
I just feel like we're going to see stuff out of Sarah that we're not going to like.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Right. I just feel like she has that side to her that hasn't come out yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Please do tell. Was there something that just kind of was it?
I don't know. I don't read spoilers. Honest to God, I don't read spoilers. Like I just watch it as is. Like I want to enjoy the show. You know, I do too much of that when it comes to Big Brother, so I don't enjoy it. But when it comes to The Bachelor, I don't read spoilers or anything. I just watch the show.
Yeah, neither do I.
She just seems like the kind of girl that has that side to her that's gonna come out when you least expect it, and it's gonna be like, see, I knew.
So what makes you think that? Like what?
Just the way she looks at you. The way she looks at you. She's got that stare, that devilish stare.
Okay.
Yeah. See, the only people that I get that vibe from is Kit. It's Victoria. It's Victoria. It's Kit and Mari.
The girl with the big teeth.
And the big. Who's the big teeth girl?
The girl that like her mouth is always open. I don't know her name, but I feel like she's
Is she blonde?
She's blonde.
I know her name's Anna.
Have you guys played Mortal Kombat?
Oh my God.
She looks like Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
This girl.
Hey, you said speak my mind.
Hey,
shots are fired.
Better you than me. I say.
The girl from Confessions of a Shopaholic. That actress.
Oh yes.
With the red hair, she gives me like that. She has that look, that like small, petite, but like spunky, like kind of energy. Yeah, she could go too. Her and Katie could go home next, and I would love that.
She's got that smile and like it's like the girl you don't want to be stuck with in an elevator. She might kill you. That's the kind of smile she's got. She's
God.
like,
I don't know if I'll kill you, but she'll definitely talk your head off.
yeah.
Sure. She looks like a talker.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like, you know,
I'm
Yeah.
trying to imagine this, actually. I'm just trying to
here's the
imagine.
thing. I feel like I know Matt by now, right? Like, I've been following Matt for probably like a year, you know. I feel like I know him pretty well. And I feel like there's so many girls that I could just eliminate that I know he's not going to end up with. Like, I feel like he's either going to end up with Bree, Rachel, or Sarah. Because, like, even, like, though he didn't get that much time with Rachel, like, when he gave her the rose, you could just see the connection. And, like,
Yeah.
Well, he said when he was talking to her that they would like make eye contact during the rose ceremonies. He was like, do you notice me like making eye contact with you? And she was like, yes. So
yeah,
he
like,
definitely have something.
you can see that, like, electricity between, like, he just, like, lights up from the inside without being too obvious about it with her. And then Bree, I need him to end up with one of the two because he obviously has a connection with her. And then him and Bree are just so cute together, and like they have so much in common. Or he
Okay,
can.
but where does Abigail fall into this? Because we like Abigail too.
Who's we? I mean, I don't have a problem with Abigail, but like, you know, she's not in my top 5.
Okay, who's in your top
Ooh.
5, Kemi?
You know,
Did it change since last week?
no, we still have. Bree is number 1. I just love Bree. I love everything about Bree. Like, she just, like, I just love her. I love Maggie, mostly because she's gorgeous. I feel like we need to see more of her personality to, like, kind of cement that. I do like Rachel. She just seems very, like, she seems very raw. Like, you know, I don't even know how to describe it, but like, she's not trying to put on that, like, you know how some of these contestants try to seem so like perfect and like pageanty and put together. She's not like that, which I like that. Lauren as well. She's gorgeous. I can tell that she's not, it doesn't seem to me like she's that into him though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like her because she's a baddie. And then number 5, we're gonna leave it at number 4. We're just gonna leave it at 4 because I don't know.
The hairstylist, number 5.
MJ.
Everyone wants MJ, so okay. So
I mean, you know.
Sure, MJ.
The influence.
the influence. I mean, I like MJ.
Yeah.
So what about you, Hannah?
I don't know. It's hard. I feel like we don't know them at all yet. But I really like Chelsea. She's the one that's the runway model. That fit that she had with the like white fuzzy jacket when everybody else was wearing like their like cutesy like normal outfits, she looked like she was about to like literally walk the runway. And I just want her to be on there just so I can continue to see her outfits. Like that's all. I like her a lot. She seems fun. She actually came up on my like TikTok feed like 2 or 3 weeks ago before like the show started. And she was like talking about her like applying for the show and everything. But she's super cute. I like her. And then I like Rachel. I like Abigail. I like Anna, the one with the big teeth. I think she's cute and she seems she gives me Hannah Brown vibes. Like, I think she looks a lot like Hannah Brown, just from like her smile and everything. I really like Bree.
Hannah?
Huh?
Have you seen The Election with Reese Witherspoon?
No, but she looks like Reese Witherspoon. I could definitely see that.
I could see her running for like student body president. Like, that's how
Yeah.
she gives me that energy.
She definitely gives me like early 2000s, like all-American girl, like high school movie. I don't know how to explain that, but she's Gibby said, I hate that.
I am glad we are not in that era anymore.
But
okay,
I also like Piper. I think she's really pretty and I want to see more screen time from her. So I don't really know. I like a lot of them. There's really not
There's a
any
lot
I
of them.
really just dislike.
He got a good looking cast. I mean, that's a
He
tough
does.
choice. I can't
Does
even
he have a
imagine.
better looking cast than Peter?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
1000%.
I don't know, because Victoria F was really driving up that average.
Yeah, I agree
Victoria
with
F
that. She was my favorite. She was my favorite.
She's probably the most beautiful contestant, in my opinion.
No.
I think so.
I don't think she's the most beautiful.
No.
I think so. I follow her on Instagram. I love the aesthetic. You know, she motivates me to work out. Like, I really liked her.
I don't think she's the most beautiful. I don't think she's
like Marilyn, though. Like, just like how Victoria was like coming after Marilyn, and like it made me like Marilyn. The way that people were attacking Victoria pre-season just made me instantly like her. Like, so she just has like a place in my heart.
She cried too much.
Did she? She
cried too much.
She was very dramatic.
I think in the beginning, Victoria was very appealing because she did look like the underdog. Like, people were hating on her for no reason, and you didn't see it. And she would cry because you would think like, oh wow, yeah, she's kind of getting the shitty end of the stick here. But then kind of in the middle and after, especially when you find out about the whole boyfriend situation or the ex-boyfriend situation and everything that production was doing, and her being, you know, already having a boyfriend and all of this other, or cheating, it was like the weirdest.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. I mean, like, when the audience was attacking her about like the married man stuff, like, you don't even know if that's true. Mm-hmm. And they were like really going in on her. Like, I was like looking through her comments, like it was disgusting. So it just made me like her.
Yeah.
People gotta chill with the comments.
I think Cassie from Colton season is one of the prettiest, and I really like. Do you remember Kayla Quinn? She was on somebody. Yeah. I thought she was really beautiful. She always stuck out to me.
There's a girl on this season who reminds me of her. Jasenia reminds me of Kayla.
I don't know if I remember exactly. There's literally so many. He probably does have the like best looking cast, because there's literally so many girls that I feel like if you put them on any other season, they would be like the standout girl. Yeah. But because there's like so many of them that like you can't remember all of their names yet because they're all so pretty.
Absolutely.
Almost all of them.
And I think that another one that nobody mentioned, obviously, I'm always gonna
Tayshia.
Oh, Tayshia's gorgeous. Yeah. If I was gonna say
Tayshia.
Like, Tayshia has to be in the top 5 most beautiful. Maybe, yeah, I would even agree with that, Kenny. The top 3 most beautiful.
How did we forget about her? Right. She was literally like,
she was right there. No. That's because of Claire Crawley destroyed everything.
Did you like Claire? I wish we would have brought you on when we did Claire.
No, I hated her. She's the kind of person that, man, I just can't see myself holding a conversation with her. She just seems like, I don't know, like she's the kind of person who's like, go to your room, even if you're like married to her, kind of thing. You know what I mean? She just gives us like, I don't know,
Karen vibes. She gives me like major Karen vibes.
Big time. Like, God be with I forgot his name, Dale.
Yeah.
Dale. I mean, there's no way they didn't talk prior to the season. I don't give a shit. You know, fall in love that fast.
How do you think? How do you feel about their love story? Do you see them going the distance?
I'm happy that they found each other. Like, if it's true, like, and genuine, or whatever. I feel bad for the people that went home when Claire was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wish she would just took Dale night 1, bring Tayshia with every other person that was there, because I feel like she also only had like 18 or 19 guys to choose from. And I mean, if it's genuine, I mean, listen, I wish them nothing but the best, especially if it's true love or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like some people got shafted, especially like it was just a waste of like 3 or 4 episodes. If you already knew, because as soon as you saw the guy, she's like, well, that's the guy for me. That's the guy for me. That was every episode was based on that guy. Like, okay, next kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she kind of knew pre-season. Like, I think that because there was so much time, like, had literally, which I mean, I can't blame her. Like, I would stalk all of the people on my season too.
Yeah,
and I
agree.
think she did that. And I think she went in already having this idea from like Instagram and everything of who he was. And she liked that and didn't really care about what anybody else said at all. So
But
I don't think they
in a
really
way-
had a chance.
In a way, I'm glad that happened though, because if it didn't, we wouldn't have had Tayshia.
Exactly.
That's true.
And like if
Mhm.
it didn't happen, we would have never seen people like Ivan make it so
Yeah.
far, for example.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because he wasn't even featured in the first 3 or 4 episodes. I didn't even know who he was until Tayshia came along.
No.
Stuff like that. But
Well,
it was
literally Zach too. We never saw him at all, and he won.
At all.
Tayshia. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't like her personality at all. Like at all.
She comes off as a bit much. Definitely not a Bachelor. I was really confused because seriously, she's been on The Bachelor for so many years, like in the Bachelor franchise, that I feel like they would have known that this was that this is how it was going to end up. That was the type of person she was, and
Very chaotic.
you know, and that she was going to be chaotic, that she was going to be decisive. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being that type of a person in real life, but when you're doing this for show, you know, for show purposes, it's just not a good cast because
I hope she didn't get the full check. I'll tell you that much. Like, I hope she did not get that full Bachelorette check because I heard they get quite the check, and I hope she did not get that check. Give the entire – it needs to be prorated. Like, it's not fair.
It needs to be an 80-20 kind of thing. At least
80-20, sure. She needs to get 20, and then Tayshia needs to get the full 100.
1000%. But the thing is, too, the reason I hate that how they rushed like Tayshia's season. It was very rushed, you know, even the ending, like you know, the
And it was
finale.
low budget.
Yeah, like the ending I didn't like at all because I don't think she got what everyone else gets, you know. And I'm not saying obviously you can't have like live studio audience or something, but you could have hosted something like a little bit of an after show so we could see, you know, build up that anticipation. It was like a 15-minute ending, and she ended up with Matthew McConaughey.
I'm not saying that I want to see someone get rejected, but like, you guys know how I feel. Like, it's always someone goes and attempts to propose, and then the lead says chill. Like, and Tayshia didn't tell who was the runner up.
Well, it was Ben, but then Brendan left. Like he left himself, and so
I thought he would make it to the finals. Brendan, he was. I mean, I knew. It's like again, but you could tell instantly when two people connect. Like her and Matthew McConaughey connected right off the bat. And he's not the best looking guy, but he has that personality that is like fun. He's like that fun loving guy that you know. So they do mesh well together.
HAMZA, do you think that they look alike, Tayshia and Matthew McConaughey?
No,
I think they look alike.
I don't think they look alike.
Well, because like a little bit of an underbite, I guess, but he's got a massive underbite.
But they have the same like shape
But
head. They have the same huge eyes. Like they have the same big ears. They have the same chin.
It's that chin, you know, like the little skinny chin.
Chin.
He's always surprised. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he's always like, whether he's smiling or he's always surprised. And I found that so funny. But you know, actually, what's funny about that season is you could tell on every date they're just so uncomfortable. They're profusely sweating. It looked terrible.
It was bad.
It sucks, man. Can you imagine like doing your hair and makeup and stuff to go on those dates and then just like drenched in sweat? Like I just can't. I can't imagine being there. No. And Matt definitely has 1,000 times better of a place. Like they really did it with him.
It is, definite night and day. We see a lot of, I think a lot of people see in the franchise or the Bachelor Nation think that there's definitely a lot of bias with the Bachelor versus Bachelorette in terms of production and where, you know, the things that they get and how things are run over there in that ship. But but we want to thank you, HAMZA. Thank you so much for being our fourth today. We love talking about The Bachelor with you. You are welcome absolutely anytime. Don't go right now. We're gonna say goodbye to them, meaning our lovely guests that are watching. We're just gonna tell you, whoever's watching, thank you for being a part of the show. If you haven't watched before, if this is your first time, click like, subscribe, share, click to receive the notifications. Thank you so much for being here with us. HAMZA, where can they follow you?
First of all, thank you guys for having me. This was so fun. I love talking about The Bachelor. Got that little passion, but I love that we don't agree on everything. It's perfect. It's perfect for the show. You can find me at HAMZA Official, Instagram, Twitter. I haven't been tweeting as much anymore, but yeah.
Hey.
But yeah.
At HAMZA Official.
Don't forget to hit the like button on the episode, guys. If you haven't subscribe, tell your friends, go tell your friends, everybody. That one subscription goes a long way. Come on.
Absolutely. We want to thank you.
Thank you so much, HAMZA.
Yeah, thank everybody.
Thank you for coming on.
This week, Thursday, make sure you tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for our recap of Double Agents, the challenge. Do you watch that, HAMZA?
I watched the challenge. I haven't watched the season yet, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so good. You should. It's
okay.
Oh,
they need to cast some Canadians on that. They need to cast some Canadians. We got a lot of players, yo. Look at BB Can. We got a lot of players that would kill it. That's all I'm about to say.
I agree. You've been pretty vocal about that too, right? Because
I'm not talking about myself. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would kill it, but I'm talking about, look at BB Can. There's a huge list of players that would be really good.
Yeah.
Look along.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The queen.
I could see Jamar.
The real queen.
Jesse.
The real queen.
Yeah.
Not Victoria.
We do say that in order for you to be a queen, you need to be crowned the queen, not crown yourself, but what else?
Yeah.
Okay. So we love you guys. See you on Thursday. If you don't watch the challenge, then we'll see you next week on Tuesday, same time. Thank you. Bye. Bye. I feel. Yeah.